This is Gemara Avodah Zarah Daf Nun Zayin, holding the very top of Nun Zayin Amud Aleph, and we're trying to figure out an interesting case. We're going to go back a drop on the bottom of the Vav and the base for a little bit of a head start to understand the Shaila. The story was, there was a story in Arda, 3 lines on the bottom of the Vav and the base, and what happened was a Yid and a Goy threshed together certain wine. They both stepped in it together, and Shmuel did not ask him for 3 regalim. The Gemara is trying to figure out why did Shmuel not basket. So Tab Zayin and Alf, the Gemara said, if the reason is he wanted to find something that asks like Ram Nasan, it would be Asr even Ma'ana. Explains the Gemara the Tanya, Madza ben Bi'abim Beregel, Yibaker. If a guy measured out wine, either his hand or his foot, what's the halacha? Yimaker, it should be sold. Ram Nasan Aimer Biyad Asr Beregel Mutter. So says the Gemara, so what do we see? We see that even though the guy just touched it, Rav Nassan holds it's going to be Aser. So maybe the reason Shmuel did not pass it because he wanted to say like Rav Nassan, and he was looking for a raya. It says Gemara, whoa, slow down, 4 lines down. Rav Nassan biyad. Beregel miyamar. Rav Nassan only said biyad Aser. Our case was beregel. Ella, you know what Shmuel felt? Even Shechanatan Deshari. Kirav Shimon Asharye. Afilu Bishtiya. He was looking for a Tani who held like Rav Shimon to potentially say the wine is mutter even bana, even though it was created by the Yid and the guy stamping on it together. Says the Gemara 6 lines down. Avodah Zarah bebiram. It was a story in Biram, there was a guy who climbed up a palm tree. And what did he do? This guy went, and he brought down a lulav. As he was coming down, the top of the lulav touched some wine. Shari Rav, excuse me. Shari Rav Zavune Lakum. Rav allowed the Yid to sell the wine to the guy, which of course, what does that mean? That means it's not Asr B'Hana. If it was Asr B'Hana, you wouldn't be allowed to sell it. Amrulei Rav Kahana. So Rav Kahana says, V'Ravasi and Ravasi the Rav, Amaruda Amar, Tinik ben Yaimai, Hoise Yayin. Even a 1-day-old that touches wine makes it Yayin Nesach. So what do we see? We see that even without Kavana, it gets a din of Yayin Nesach. So ask the Gemara over here, it's true that he touched it Shalai B'Kavana, but L'chaira it should be the same thing. Responds Rav, Amar L'hu, Eimer Damriana. When did I say Bishtiya? B'Hana Mi'amri. When did I say that if the child touches the wine, it makes the Yayin Nesach? That's only Klap Ishtiya, but not Hana. And really what we have to start realizing is that there's different levels within the Isra of Yayin Nesach. There's the Isra that goes Arasoif, all the way that Asr is even B'Hana. And as we're seeing over here, no, there's a lower level Isra that we're going to say, you can't drink it, but you still get benefit from it. So says the Gemara, let's go a little bit deeper into the sheet of Rav in the first wide line. Gufa Amar Rav Tinik ben Yaimai Yayin Nesach. Eisi Rav Simi Barchia LeRav Lokech Avodim Min HaAkam, sewn by sleeves. Shamal V'Loi Tavla. They had a bris milah, they didn't go into mik. Chain, or as well, Bnei Hashvach Shamal V'Loi Tavla, the children of a maidservant that had a milah but did not go into the mikvah. Roik on Midrasan Bishuk. The halacha is, says the Raisa, their roik, their spit, umidrasan, and that which they carry, bashuk is tamei. The marketplace is tamei. V'amlein, some say tar. Yenam, regarding their wine, gedoilim, if the person under discussion is a gadol, say yaines, chitanim inos in yaines, velim gedoilim in kitanim. Gedoilim yoidim b'teva v'rizchav, knows about Avodah Zarah, misham shah. Kitanim inu yoidim b'teva v'rizchav, misham shah. So says the Gemara, what do we see from this brayso? Katanim yeyas, kedailim in, ketanim lo'in. Not like Rav. Rav said even a kata ben yaimai makes Yayin Nesach. We see clearly not. Explains the Gemara, Tirgam abinei shvachis. You're right, it's not talking about that case. It's talking about the case of abinei shvachis. Says the Gemara, wait, we have a verb issue. We have a language issue, I should say. The Brisa said, Vachein, clearly equating both cases. Says Mar Roikan Umidrasa. So says the Mar Hanich Lamanda Martam Lamanda Martar Michael Lemimar. What are you gonna say? Says the Gemara Kamash Avodim Dimnei Shvachais. Ma b'nei Shvachais Malavlo Tov Ludoisi Ainesech. If the children of a Shivcha had a Milah but didn't go to the mikvah, the halacha is it creates Ainesech. Malay v'tavlai loi. But if they had both a milah and a tefillah, it will not make yayin nesech. Av avodim kain. The same thing is to be by an evet kenaini. Once they have a bris milah, once they go to the mikvah, even though they don't have a din, of a full-fledged yid, they still do not make yayin nesech. Now, what's the chiddush of these 6 lines to the bottom? Lafuke midrav Nachon Amar Shmuel. Rav Nachon Amar Shmuel. Halokech avodim in akim afal pi zokt Rav Nachon Amar Shmuel. Shemalu v'tovloi still oisin yayin nesech ad shetishka v'tizchavim mipiyam until the Avodah Zarah is mamish disappeared and removed from his mouth. Kamash malan diloyis. The chiddush of this brayse is not like this opinion. So, Gufa, let's go deeper into this final opinion. Until you remove it from their mouth. How long? What's the time period that they have to say there's no more of a desire by them? 12 months. Omidrasan, as we turn over to Nintainim Beis, Beshoktam Evram Yenam, their wine, and this is the brisa that we start off this whole discussion quoted on the bottom on Amud Beis on yesterday's daf, I should say. Yenam Gedolim Moisi Ainesach, Damino Sidi Ainesach. Eluin Gedolim Eluin Kitanim, Gedolim Sheil the Betiv of Adizchamim, Misham Shemel, Kitam, the Enjoying of Dimmer Adizcham, Misham Shemel. So what do we see for this brisa? Katani Mia says the Gemara 6 lines down inside of the base. Malu v'loi tavloi in only in that case. But malu v'loi tavloi loi. So I asked the Gemara Kasher of Nachman who says it would be yayin nesach until the Avodah Zarah is removed from their mouths. Explains the Gemara Tirgma b'nei Shevachis. I v'al v'chein Katani aroikin midrasan. Hanich lemanda mertami lemanda mertar Michael Meimar Kamashalon. Avodim demidimei shachos mamnei shachos gedolim udoisi ainesach tanim minus ainesach. Avodim namigdonos in ainesach tanim inoisin ainesach. This is the fuke midirav damarav tinik ben yoimai is indeed oisi ainesach. Kamash malon delay, and that really finishes up the sugya from yesterday. And now we go back for a moment to another story. We love the David Mechuzah. There was a story in Mechuzah that was also Akom Ayol Lechanuta di Yisrael. A guy came into Yiddish store, Amr Leho, Es Lechu Chamer Lezavune. He said, "Do you have some wine for sale?" Amr Leho, you know. Haviyasa Chamer B'Devla, but he saw their wine sitting in a bucket. Shadei Yadei Shech Shechbei. So the guy went and he stuck his hand in the bucket of wine and he moved it around. Amr Leho, and the guy says, "Hi, Lav Chamru, what do you mean? Why are you lying to me? This is wine right here. I'm sitting here playing with it." Shaklei, Hayich Berischa, Shadye Lidana. The owner took the bucket angrily and threw it into the wine. So now we have a problem. What's the status of all the wine? Because mixed into the wine is a bucket of wine that was touched by the guy. Says the Gemara, Sharye Rava permitted to get enough from it. You'll have to sell it to a guy. And they argued. Nafke Shipure de Rava Vishari. The Shipure, the shayfers of Rava went out saying it's mutter. V'nafke Shipure de Ravuna Barchina Ravuna Bar Rav Nachman Ve'asrei. So we're in the middle of a story as we turn over to Nechesim and Beis. We'll stop over here. Excuse me, Nechesim and Aleph. We'll pick up the story from there. Amir Tzah Hashem.